we're live. Hey guys, welcome to
Whisky
and Rosé. I'm Melissa.
I'm Lauren.
and I'm Aaron.
And today we have the pleasure to be hosting Omar. Omar, why don't you say hi to our
Hi everybody.
listeners?
Thank you for having me today.
Of course.
Of course. Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Cheers.
It was, oh yeah, cheers to that. It was a really great year for Whiskey and Rosé.
It really was.
And we're
It
back.
was the only year for Whiskey and Rosé.
That's true, but we're glad to be back this year and with a great guest. So, I guess we should start talking about Omar, who he is, why he's here. Well, Omar's here because I asked him to. He's a good friend, so he's just that nice guy. But I asked him to be on the show because I think he has a really great view of, just like a really different view and accepting view of people and society and politics and gender roles and racial issues and all that stuff. But he's a great listener and a good person to argue with, but not really argue with. It's a good discussion. And
good debate, right?
Good debate, yeah.
Good debate.
And he's also thinking of starting a blog, so I thought, why don't we bring him on Whiskey and Rosé, get his mind going, give him some ideas, and maybe he'll be fully committed to this blog situation. So, Omar, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I'll be happy to. Thanks for the warm introduction, Melissa. I'm a DC resident, born and raised, working at a small startup that produces intelligence reports to the intelligence community using open source information and usually informing of some geopolitical situation abroad. And in my free time, I like to talk a lot. I like to frequent Costco's. I like to just hang out with friends and enjoy Washington. So Melissa mentioned the idea of me opening a blog up, and I've been exploring the idea. Right now I'm kind of a toe in. Just trying to figure out if it's the right move, and if I got the time to do it, I don't mind expressing my viewpoints in written content. So it's certainly a possibility. I'm just trying to think of the right topics to hit and when to actually go live with it.
I think Costco as a single person is a great topic for your first blog.
I do as well.
It's a single entity itself.
I love Costco.
How do you Costco as? Do you shop for a whole family? Is it just you?
No, it's just me.
What do you plan vacations through Costco? Is that what makes it worth it for you?
I actually haven't yet, but I just browse the aisles.
Wow.
And I just walk tech, I walk produce, I walk pharma, I walk dry goods, I walk bakery, I walk poultry. I just love to walk through Costco and just like play through all the
What do you
different-
buy?
Man, my basket size is never shortage of $150.
No, yeah. Costco's definitely, you can't go in there and spend less than $100
For one
on gas.
How often do you go to
One
Costco?
person. 4 times a month.
What?
Yeah.
You know, it's funny because
You go every week?
Adam and I used to go to
Maybe.
Costco too and spend about $150. And you know what it was? It was on nothing. It's just like
Yeah, it's that thing.
you just find things and you're like, oh, this is cool. I'm gonna try this. Why not? It's from Costco.
Like cheese boards or like what are we talking?
They
Well,
have so much good
Yeah, it's like,
if you go
I've
there
never
at
been to
Christmas
Costco.
time,
I've actually never been.
Come
oh
on.
my God, we have to take you to
Come with me.
Costco. It
yes.
should be an entire adventure.
Go to Costco.
To Costco.
Let's do it.
Okay.
And we should take Omar along since he seems like he's
Yeah,
an
I
expert
mean,
at
I'll
it.
walk you all around. Yes, so I was with Corlina recently. We went to Montreal, and we went to the Canadian Costco over there, and we started comparing what's different between the U.S. Costco and the Canadian Costco. In Mexico, we walked to Costco. We literally walked from Tijuana to Costco, so we've been seeing like all the global Costco.
I was gonna say, so you're an international Costco star.
I can't stop, so I think we're gonna keep. We're gonna make that a major feature of our travel. Just hit the Costco's and see what the differences are.
What were the differences?
In Montreal, they sell cafe au lait in the food court.
What is cafe au lait?
It's coffee with milk, essentially. They sell espresso. They still sell the quarter-pound hot dog deal for $1.50 and a drink, which is a phenomenal deal. They sold ice cream, but in a cone. In the U.S. Costco, you get it in a plastic cup. So the point
No cone option?
No cone options.
You
They
guys
keep the
just
cone.
like
Wait.
flipping up.
I'm just really, I'm not just want to side note. I'm really amazed, and I really do think your first blog should be about Costco. Because I would have never known that Costco sold ice cream in a cup. Because I usually don't buy.
It's frozen yogurt, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's frozen. It's
very,
not
very
that frozen yogurt. Oh, I'm hitting that. I go there all the time.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you're another Costco expert too?
Oh yeah, I got an executive card. I got the black one.
You get that 2-3% back every year. Bro.
Yeah.
I feel you, trust me.
Yeah, man.
Okay, I see.
This is very interesting.
So this is a path that you could look into, right?
I think it's a great idea. Sometimes the universe just tells you things that you didn't realize. I think Costco's a great first inauguration of the blog.
Yeah, for sure. And you know what it is? Most people that blog about Costco, no offense to anyone out there, is usually stay-at-home moms because they want to save money.
Yeah, it's like a totally different
Yeah, it's a whole
perspective.
totally different,
Yeah,
like
that's true.
completely different. You're shopping for
Just from
one,
like a
and you're still
Costco
spending
set.
about the same amount of people.
Like for a small family, you know,
Yeah,
a family
yeah.
of my mother.
But it's all good. I think it gives people a different perspective of what Costco has to offer.
That's true.
You could also blog about the DC life because you live in the middle, like downtown DC. It's a really cool spot. We walked to the pizza place.
We walked in, but we drove, and then we walked again.
Okay,
Long
then
story.
we drove.
We did a site scout,
Yeah.
but no one wanted to pop out the car with me. So
You know, it's funny. I was telling Lauren about my New Year's and the highlights of it. And she was like, you should talk about this on Whisky Rosé. And I don't know if I should talk about all of it because some of it will be embarrassing to other people, not necessarily me. But, you know, it is what it is. He's
So
not
you're
here to
saying you're gonna
defend
get down,
himself.
right?
Yeah, I'm still going to say this.
Yeah.
We drove by. So, okay, background story. Omar is my best friend Cora's boyfriend. Cora lives in California. She was here for New Year's. We spent New Year's with them. After the Gaylord, we got into a Lyft. The Lyft driver, shout out to Habib.
Habib,
Happy birthday.
happy 41st.
Happy 41st.
It was his birthday?
Yes, it was his birthday on the
And he was
1st.
out driving?
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
pretty magic
On
spec.
New Year's
Awesome.
Eve.
Yeah.
No, New Year's Day. It was the
New Year's
the
Day,
first day,
exactly.
Well, he was probably cruising on that line between midnight and 1 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
He probably was.
He probably was. So he's just like driving around. Like we had talked about pizza. Omar promised to get me pizza.
2019, I'm mad at my word.
So then I was like, I mean, if he promised you, if you like, you have to follow through. That's just Melissa's not gonna give up.
kill you.
She's just her. So whatever. We asked Habib to drive by the pizza place, but I wasn't gonna get out. It was not a long walk, but it was a long walk to the park. So he gets out because he thought we were all gonna get out. We just left.
The door shut behind me. I didn't hear any footsteps. It was my own shadow that I thought, and nobody came out with me to check out the spot. The whole
Yeah, just
point
left.
was a
Not even
secret
Addy got out?
Sorry?
Not even Addy got out?
Ah, bro.
So we get to his apartment. It was only a minute drive from the pizza place, so it was really close.
Yeah.
And I was like, why did you do that to Omar, blah, 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 like arguing. He's like, now I have to pee. And I was like, okay, well, we're gonna have to wait for Omar. And she's like, oh, it'll take like 3 minutes for him to be here. He's like, I can't hold it. He literally puts his back towards the sidewalk and just starts urinating in public.
Like
There's
public?
people
Oh, my God.
around. Like, there isn't nobody around.
Like, you didn't go behind a corner
On the
or like-
sidewalk.
No, it's-
He's standing on
like-
the sidewalk, peeing off of the sidewalk.
Yeah, into like a garden. And I was just like looking at him and I'm like, Corey's just laughing.
It's a good way to get arrested.
Dude, like, you can be arrested, like, what's going on?
Risky business.
There's ladies
Risky
coming,
business.
babe, like, you can't do that. And Corey and I was just like, like laughing. There's people around. It isn't like this.
It's the major thoroughfare. It's the only footpath in front of the building.
Yeah.
There's people around. And then, whatever, Omar gets there, we end up going to get pizza. And the story was, the next day we tell Omar, and Omar was like, oh, where did he pee? I was like right in front of the building. Like, I'm sure the cameras can see him urinating. And then on top of that, he urinated for like 3 minutes. So he's peeing in public for a long time, and there's at least 5 people walking around him. Not like on the other side of the sidewalk. He just
How lit was this man that
he wasn't.
He just didn't care?
He just had to go so bad. He had to go.
Why didn't he step off and go around a corner or like behind a car or something?
That's a good question. He didn't realize it until the next day. He was like, I could have just gone behind the car. And I was like, this is so true.
I've heard one of my friends tell a story that they had to pee so bad that they like lost almost, they were becoming unconscious. Maybe that's what was happening to him. He had to pee so bad that he was like, I just have to do
believe
it now
it.
before I pass out.
That could be.
I believe it.
I feel bad because Omar has had to deal with one of my urinating situations and now one of ours, and I feel really bad. Like I don't even know him
It's
that
just so
well
funny
for me to
because
be doing these things.
You had to say one of my urinating situations because
there's so many.
Yeah, but this was a high stakes situation.
Everyone is high stakes.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Some dude's about to die because he can't urinate. Obviously, high stakes. Melissa impressed the heck out of me that night. Again, we don't know each other, right? A little kind of lukewarm, warm. She impressed the heck out of me. I gave her the digits to my lockbox hanging out in an obscure corner adjacent to my property. Not even on my property, but adjacent to it. And she, I don't know, I was pretty lit too. So I was on the phone with her trying to give her directions. And I don't know if it's a compliment to you or me, right? Or both.
Yeah.
But I was able to communicate certain
Like the code.
the digits.
Yeah.
But this
But
girl,
he didn't give me numbers.
Yo,
he gave
this-
me instructions, like the second to the one
That's
to
so
in the
funny.
middle, to
Yeah.
the left,
Run
to the
the
right,
first
the
row,
first
middle,
row.
first
You're just based off of like muscle
this is
memory.
major Da Vinci Code status,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Whoa.
She, I don't know what happened, but she
Okay, got it.
She retrieved the key. She went into the flat. She did her biz, and she's there. When by the time we get to the apartment, she's already in there, done, relieved, and hanging out.
With her pants in the dryer. Just kidding.
Wait,
She made herself really comfortable.
I was like, and I felt so bad afterwards because I kept looking at him. I was like, this is the most embarrassing that's ever. I mean, I sometimes pee myself because I can't hold my urine sometimes, especially when I'm drinking, or like it's just a thing. I'm sorry. I've gone to the doctor, they don't know what to do, so I just have to deal with it. It's the thing I live with. But
That's awesome.
that day I was so embarrassed. I told Connor, I was like, I don't know, I'm so embarrassed. Like, Omar, like I had to use his dryer. I just crossed so many lines.
Yeah,
Like,
actually,
so
the dryer was
embarrassing.
running when I walked in.
Yeah. And
Oh,
then-
you didn't even.
no,
That wasn't
because I
that
didn't
wasn't
call them.
fiction,
I
that
was
was facts.
She said they were 10 minutes away, and I was like, in 10 minutes? Because it was only like a drip. So I was like, in 10 minutes, those pants are going to be dry.
Yeah.
They were there in like 5, less than 5. And I was like, dang it. And I'm just in the bathroom waiting for my pants to dry, and I was like, they're here. And I was like, it's okay, Melissa. There was worse things that could have happened.
That's true.
You could have shit yourself though.
That's
Then I hear the washer running.
Yeah.
no,
So it's no surprise that to Don's wife right,
Right.
They kind of like got that in sync.
That's how you get.
My man got-
That's
He's
how you
still
guys
in
bonded.
before my
You know what I mean?
yeah, I do apologize, Omar.
Yeah.
But now, I mean, now we're friends. That, that made us closer.
Yes.
It just accelerated the natural progression of friendship.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it definitely was an interesting night. But what did you guys do for New Year's?
I had a pretty chill New Year's. I went to my friend's house. They all got super drunk. I made a mistake with Mary Jane and just got super chill.
Yeah.
And just kind of chilled out and watched them all be super drunk. It was like, yeah.
Yeah.
I told some inappropriate stories. It was good. It's like a classic New Year's. But just at a friend's house. We didn't actually go out.
Where were
We
you?
kind of planned to in Morgantown, West Virginia. That's where I'm
Oh, no kidding.
from. Yeah. So there were a lot of people there. I think 20 people.
Oh, it's not bad.
Yeah, it was good. We all had champagne at midnight. It was good. It was fun.
You know, I forgot to have my grapes this year. I didn't have my 12 grapes. Do you guys do that?
No, we had sauerkraut. And,
We have 12 grapes for each month for good luck. It's a Colombian thing.
Really?
Every year I have 12
Does
grapes.
it matter the color of the grape?
Nope.
Does that mean
You're not the first one to ask me that.
Seedless or seeded?
It doesn't matter. Probably seeded because in Colombia we don't have seedless.
Well,
Those are
based off
expensive.
of like the type of grapes you've had in the past, how did the years go? Maybe you didn't know.
I can't complain about
Which
my
ones
years.
So like, it's
I mean-
supposed to be for good luck. You said like you eat 12. Okay,
Yeah, for good luck.
that's pretty cool.
Did you drink wine that night? Maybe it equated to.
I
Just
did not
12 grapes.
drink wine, but I had champagne. But that doesn't matter.
You said 12? Is that because of the 12 months of the game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's pretty cool.
I might have bad luck this year, guys.
You had 11. Oh, you had. Oh, you
I
had
didn't have
any.
any.
Oh,
I
you
didn't have
had any.
grapes
She's
at the
gonna pee a
game.
lot in the pants.
Oh yeah.
That's what he's using.
That's the way my ears looking right now. Unfortunately.
What's the story behind sauerkraut and ham? I still don't know.
I thought that was like a Polish thing, right?
Yeah, it's a white person thing
Yeah.
for sure.
I had the sauerkraut thing. I don't know if they
But I
had.
don't know why.
I know it is.
I have no idea.
I just
Sauerkraut.
relish
Is
in
it
it.
German? I don't know.
Freaking love
So what
sauerkraut.
about you? What'd you do?
Mine was super chill. It was kind of boring. Nah, I'm just kidding. It was fine. We just hang out at friends' house, play games, like board games and shit.
Oh, that's cool.
I had the entire bottle of wine to myself.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, I didn't even know.
Oh,
Red,
wow.
white, or pink?
That's interesting.
Red, white, or
Did
pink?
anyone else
It
read
was white.
this? No?
I had no idea. Like my girlfriend just kept giving me wine. I was just like, so you know you drank that whole bottle? I was like, oh really? But it was fun.
Friday night.
What games you play?
I know.
We played Codenames.
That's usually my story.
The new version of Trouble. There's a new version apparently.
What?
That
You don't mess with the classics.
That's a classic.
Yeah. So now you can like warp through the colors.
Is it still fun to get into it?
Yeah, it was so fun. But I don't know. I like the old school better.
That's what she said.
No, No.
What?
You said, is it still fun to get into it?
Yeah. Because it's fun getting into trouble. Remember the commercial?
I see.
Yeah.
I wasn't following. Sorry.
I know you guys didn't follow it. I was like, it's okay.
It's a Morgantown thing.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
I was just like, I never even remember that commercial. That like,
It's fun getting
I didn't
into
grow up
trouble.
here, so
It's also
it's
on the box. It's also on the box.
There's a lot of things
It's on
that
the box.
It's fun getting into trouble.
by then.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
sorry.
okay. It was a long
Should we
show.
play Pictionary and
Oh, Pictionary's dope.
Codenames?
Who won?
I like Pictionary.
I lost. I don't remember. Like, we did
Who
different
was your?
teams.
Was it? You didn't do guys
Couples?
against girls?
No, but we did. Because we had, it was unequal and now we had 5, so we had like a permanent guesser. So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was with Kristen.
Oh, you guys threw up the mouth. We usually do guys against girls, and the girls always win. And they finally won one year.
We did.
This
It
year
was
is this
lit.
year,
Yeah.
and they just have been living that for like.
Why do you think that? Why do you think women have a propensity to win?
Oh, we've already
Yeah.
discussed this.
Well,
We're assholes
We're not.
to each other. We're like, if you do something stupid, like if you do like, you
Yeah,
fuck her,
beat
you're
on
like,
each other.
you're a fucking idiot. You know what I mean? Like, why
and
would
I
you
think
do that?
also like with the girls specifically, we played. I mean, I've been dating him for 7. Gonna be married for 5,
Wow.
and they've all been in relation for that same amount of time, right? We're
Close
all
to it.
close to it. Like we've all been together either longer or less, but like we've all hung out for that same amount of time. We've always played with the girls, so it
Oh,
works. Yeah, so it works out like where the girls always win. But yeah, so the girls just have that weird connection, I guess.
Well, you guys are also a lot nicer to each other. Like when you do this, like, oh, it's
Oh no,
okay.
calm
Like,
down.
it's like
Think of what I'm
they're
saying.
encouraging to each
Here we
other.
go.
You guys are just like, just going
pretty
on each
positive.
One
other.
time when we were at the beach and you ate this and like this guy did that.
Well, we can't talk in Pictionary.
Oh.
That's a dry someone like
You just draw,
and
the
then you have
word.
to.
Oh.
You'd be good at it.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah.
Unfair
I wish you were my
advantage.
team.
Yeah, unfair advantage.
That's funny.
It's been a minute since I played Pictionary.
Yeah. So Omar, what did you think of your New Year's? Was it
I enjoyed it.
as exciting as you thought it would be?
Yeah. So we went to the Gaylord. Big Night DC is what it's branded as. And the Gaylord just pimps out a bunch of ballrooms, and each ballroom has a theme. It was pretty fly. I mean,
It looked really fancy.
yeah, it does. It does
Take any video?
check that.
Probably not. She has. Sorry. Cora has most of the video. Who's sitting behind the
You
camera?
guys use some.
Yeah.
No.
No.
There's a lot of booty shaking. A lot of.
Hey, what's wrong with that?
Hey, we want ratings, right?
Right?
Unfortunately, that's the way society
What are you
works.
talking about? That's great.
We reward that stuff.
Right? As a society.
She can donate maybe one video to it.
The non-beauty shaking video.
You about to build the container on your rating.
Okay, you think so?
I think.
Am I gonna get more Instagram followers?
Yo,
Is it you booty shaking your butt? Well, then
Yeah.
you're definitely gonna get more
There's a
followers.
couple of
They can get some
Cora
shots
dancing
together.
too.
Right?
She's yeah. We have some videos. Yeah, it was fun.
it was quick though, right?
It felt quick.
I think we like
Do you guys get there late?
touchdown at 10:15.
Oh, that's probably
Out by
why.
3, but it happened so fast.
If that, yeah. I mean, that's a good time to go. Like 10 because it
Yeah.
goes by like
It's
fast.
peaking at that point.
And we
Because
also
if you're
had
at
like
8, you're like,
how much
like,
alcohol did we have? I don't know. I just felt like I had like 3 full cups of makers in the whole night. Like people just.
You just like neat, just like.
I mean, like they would just pour a lot of makers into like. And a little bit of ginger ale, and then I was just
I'm proud of
drinking
you.
it.
You're drinking whiskey more?
Actually, that's
You
all
said-
I've been
yeah, you-
drinking.
yeah, you said
I've been
that, right?
sticking to
Yeah,
just
that's awesome.
wine and whiskey.
And you felt $1 million the next day?
Oh, I also had pizza at 5 a.m. in the morning.
It's the airbed I slid she was happy.
Oh yeah.
DC has like the best pizza. Like, so like the smaller mom and pop kind of places that are
Yeah.
like the best, not the
This
chains.
was a good
That's
Like, it's-
why I need to go out in DC more.
The pizza. For real.
Frederick has a pizza monopoly, and pizza closes at like 2.
Yeah, Frederick is a like
That's good, right?
residential.
It's still
area.
better than like Damascus.
Frederick is like
Oh, Damascus is a dry
like
town.
Yeah.
4 times the size of Morgantown, and Morgantown has pizza. You can eat pizza until like 5 o'clock in the morning, just like DC.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Let's
so
like see in college
I'm
markets
used
open like
I'm used to getting pizza whenever the hell I want, and then I moved to Frederick, and I was like, this is a big city.
You won't be able
Not compared to DC, but I was like,
once you move down to Montgomery County, you won't be able to get any pizza.
What?
You won't be able to get pizza till like after
I think
12.
3 a.m. No, 3
Really?
a.m.
Where?
Oh,
some,
okay, I can
like,
deal with 3 a.m.
Domino's.
I'm not unreasonable.
Bethesda and stuff is it stays open.
Yeah,
There's
where's there's clubs and like stuff.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Like bars.
But not like around here.
Around here now?
No, dude.
Like,
What do you do? Do you just have pizza in your freezer?
Yeah.
What?
Anne and I used to never have pizza in our freezer, and lately we just have like a cauliflower crust pizza in our freezer all the time, just in case.
Yeah.
You never know.
All right, I gotta get some frozen pies.
Go Costco. There you go. You go to Costco.
Oh, okay. That's what we'll get when we all go together. We'll take advantage. I need to have something to need.
Yeah.
When we
I'll
go.
pre-call.
There you go.
What?
I know
You
Brenda
would
behind the
pre-call?
counter. She'll take care of it.
Where
You have a
Costco you go
contact
to?
behind the counter?
I got two. Brenda's no, she's sick all the time.
The worst part is he's actually real.
I know, he's being totally real.
Oh yeah, I'm serious.
I don't know Brenda. What do you buy from Costco from the counter? They know Brenda. Like pizza? You buy pizza from her?
Like what? Like in terms of the cafe?
Yeah. Well, how do you know Brenda? She's a cashier. What does she do?
Yeah. She works it too.
But he says she's sick all the time, so he's
Yeah. Why is she sick? What's going on with Brenda?
I asked her that, and she was just like, "Yeah, I just like to take off work sometimes." She wasn't really forthcoming about it. But that's when I figured I need to double plug because
Yeah.
she's not a reliable source.
I was gonna say you gotta get a reliable individual back there.
Yeah.
can't have a slacker on your team, on your Costco team.
Yeah, the
So
best
who's
thing
your
from
back?
Costco that I get is like I make a lot of smoothies like for my post workout shakes. But if you ever just go to the grocery store and try to buy frozen berries, it's freaking expensive.
$5.99 for
It's like a little bag. So at Costco, it's $12. And it's like this big ass bag, and you can't beat it. Like for that amount that you get, and like I use it every day. So it's like
Yeah.
I'd be spending a fortune on berries if I didn't just get it on at Costco. You know what I mean? I get.
So we'll walk around and then we'll just go ham in the frozen food section.
That's where it's
That's what we're
lit.
saying.
Yeah, the frozen
like
food
if
section.
we ever have a party, like I remember when I was younger, when my parents ever had a party, they're not big appetizer people, but I finally got them into just buying frozen things and pop them in the oven. Like, why are you cooking, Mom? No. You're having drinks with your friends?
Remember this, because I think that Costco
foods.
and Sam's, and for some reason Schwann's, which had the best ones, they used to have these little tiny hot dogs.
Oh,
yeah.
Do you remember those?
There was like
It's
a
like pigs in a blanket?
croissant or something around them.
Yeah, that-
No,
It was
it
a regular hot
was
dog.
like a regular
Yeah.
hot dog, but it was small. And they were
They
so
still have them at
good.
Costco.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
they're
have them for a party.
In the food section. Hey, I'm having a party on the 19th. We should get some of this little hot dog.
Of what month? This month?
Yeah, this one.
What's the thing?
I'm moving out of Frederick and coming to Germantown, so it's like a goodbye.
Oh no.
Frederick.
I'm gonna buy. Is it gonna be?
Goodbye, Frederick. Keep your pizza.
It always good to 2 a.m.
I know.
New crib or old crib?
It's a older house, but it was
Oh,
built
so I
in the
know. Wait, is the party gonna be at the
1960s.
new spot?
Huh?
Is the party gonna be at the new spot? Or
Yeah, the old spot
Okay, so
in
it's like
Frederick.
the
It's gonna
farewell.
be in Frederick on the bike.
She lives in a nice little row house. It's a cool place.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's right downtown. So I've had a couple parties, but I haven't really fully taken advantage of the location.
It's
But-
hard because it's a little far out for people that live in Montgomery County.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
If I lived there, I would definitely like happy hour all the time. But even getting off at normal business hours, I'm not there until like 8 o'clock and usually, or like 7.
I guess.
Usually
That's
happy hours
very
are
little time,
over.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is DC like a big trek for you?
From
Like the Maryland perspective
Frederick?
on DC?
From Frederick or just in
Frederick,
general?
Just in general.
It depends. Like when we go to your place, I don't feel like it's that long because I have a place to hang out in before I go out. But when I'm just going to go out, I don't really enjoy it.
Yeah.
It definitely depends on the part of DC.
And
Because I've
yeah.
gone to like the what's it called, where the college is.
There's a lot
I know there's a lot of colleges. It starts with a G.
Georgetown.
Georgetown
Yeah.
seems really close.
Yeah, Georgetown's pretty good because you just get on the
Yeah, and it's
Parkway.
like you're in DC,
It's
you're
right on the
there.
fringe.
Yeah.
But I've gone to places that are on the other side, and it feels like it takes forever because every block
the
has
Anthem
a
and stuff?
stoplight. Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you
Exactly.
mean. But I don't necessarily
forever.
dislike going to DC. Also, I think we hang out with people, and I look at you because we hang out pretty often. We hang out with people that don't necessarily like going to DC, so it'd be different. If it was just like a night and we had a group of friends that liked going out to dinner in DC and doing things in DC, then we probably go out there more often.
I feel you. Yeah.
But now it's like most people just like to be here. Most of our time is spent in downtown, which is not the most exciting place.
Where you stand is where you sit. You just get comfortable where you got.
But then when we go to DC, then we're like, oh, this is cool. Like,
Yeah, like when my friends have been like, they drag me there, it's always fun.
yeah, you never regret
It's
it.
really not that far. I live in Silver
Yeah,
Spring,
it's
so it's like,
Oh, dude, we share a border. Like,
yeah, like 16th Street's right there. You know what I mean? Like,
I shot into your house.
yeah, it's pretty, so it's not bad. I work at Holy Cross, which is like not far at all.
I like Silver Spring. It's a nice vibe.
Yeah, they have cool stuff
They
there.
got
too.
good restaurants. It's very globalized.
Yeah,
It shares a border. Like it's hot.
yeah, I like it.
Places to hang out at nighttime.
Yeah, it is fun. So, I know we usually break everything into segments, but today we're gonna go run through. We did have a subject we wanted to discuss. Since Omar is here, we're gonna ask Coralina to join us.
Are we doing our bowl today? Is that what we're doing?
No.
Or you already have it predetermined? Okay.
Well, it just came up in the spur of the moment. Cora, Omar. Well, let's take Omar out of the equation.
Yeah.
Cora and I, let's have Cora sit down. You can sit next to Aram. He won't bite. But I don't know, actually. he might.
I bite harder, bro. Believe me. I'm coming for you.
So, I don't know. How old were you? Were we in college when we figured this out? I wasn't married yet, right?
You were married for 5 years though, so.
So it was a while ago. It was before I was married.
Yeah.
We talked about having children and how we each didn't want a kid at certain stages of our lives. Like I like babies until 3.
You want to cut out entire stages of human development?
But we could switch between. Like we could
Oh,
be a mother.
We were thinking of
Pot off the kid.
co-parenting, like a co-op
Like a co-op parenting, yeah.
Kind
We're
of.
thinking she speaks French, I
Oh, cool.
speak Spanish. The kid could learn 3 languages. We're thinking having them play tennis, hockey,
Soccer.
Yeah.
What if the kid didn't like one of you guys?
No.
No.
It's
It's gonna be
Yeah, like what if it was I only like Cora, I only like Melissa.
No. It's mommy. It's not Cora or Melissa.
I mean,
it's
you know what I mean? That's what I like this mommy better. And didn't want
No, because it's so involved that there isn't really. It's always gonna be we're parents. We're
Think of a divorced couple, there's mom and stepdad, and there's dad and stepmom, and it's.
But you guys are mom. You guys are
would
both
you be
mom.
afraid that people would view you as lesbians?
Well, no, it really was never.
Yeah, that didn't even cross my
That
mind.
didn't
I wouldn't even care.
Because I
That's what
really don't
I'm just wondering.
I mean,
not that it
sure,
matters.
call me. I don't care.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Either,
It's fine.
I'm co-parenting with a friend.
It
I
really.
I
It was
just
just
don't think you'll get past
it seemed.
CPS with it.
It seemed like a practical thing.
They want to. It's ridiculous. They want to allow the most logical things.
Well, no, I'm not. We're not adopting. One of us is gonna bear the kid.
Or surrogate.
Or a surrogate. We thought if a surrogate would be better because then
It's clean.
It's clean. None of us have to go through the pregnancy. Not that we either mind a pregnancy, but just so that there's
Then one of you-
deeper attachment.
Yeah, want to be more invested.
There's no
There's oxytocin that's released. Or
Yeah,
there's
exactly.
We're making this a clean.
We want to keep it as clean as possible.
right down the middle.
Exactly.
And this really, when you think about it, it's multiple incomes coming in.
Yeah,
for
and
a
so
single
then-
child. It's
Yeah.
it's what did we call it? Lesser the risk,
Oh,
high reward.
yeah.
Right?
Less risk, high reward. Like
you
low
guys
risk, high
are
reward.
coast to coast.
Well, no,
I mean, I would move
this
close.
is she would move. Close.
I can't just do this.
This all works out, and then I got married, and then we talked to Anna about it one day, and he's surprisingly really
He's not really against it.
he's really not against it.
That really surprises me because he wants to be a dad so bad.
Yeah, but he's okay.
Oh, is that why he's I'll get a baby anyway I can?
No,
Just kidding.
He just makes that to him. He thinks about it. He's dual, several incomes. The kid is gonna be trilingual. This is gonna be a kid that's gonna be really freaking cultured. And so he's looking at it as a practical way.
We're also
You
really
left
convincing.
your
So
theoretical-
let's also say that he's between him and I. It's between me, Melissa, and Alan. And who knows? Omar has an opinion or two.
Yeah.
Too.
But
he we're gonna convince him.
if he ever backs up, it's just a good
And she could just say, "This is the only way I'll have a kid," and he'll be like,
Oh, I wouldn't put that limitation on him, but we talked about it New Year's Day, and he was like really not like actually into it. Like he was like, oh, that, like yeah, for sure, like, this makes sense. He'll play soccer.
Wow.
And it's weird because we kept saying he, and we're like, we need to catch ourselves because it might not be a he, it might be a she.
I mean, she can still play soccer.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. Like she can play tennis, hockey, soccer, but we kept saying he.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So we're like, no, it can be a she too. It doesn't matter what the gender
Yes.
is. We're okay with whatever.
Yeah.
But they'll be awesome.
He can do ballet. I mean, she can do
Anything.
They want
Whatever, yeah.
It'd be
We
awesome.
just wanted to. It just seems practical. So we've talked about it. We mentioned
If you
it to
lived in the
Omar.
same like neighborhood, it'd be totally.
Oh no! So if this is gonna happen, it would happen like we'd move like next door to each other.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask that, like,
Exactly.
where were like
Exactly. That would
where do
work.
they sleep, like, with it, because like, they just.
Well, it's their like you can have this
further
I know, we
conversation.
kind of thought about it through like the first years of our
All right, so
Yeah, so I think it all started because we were like, kids are awesome, but also we're kind of selfish, let's be honest. And I like kids at a certain age. I think they're adorable. I don't really want to deal with a 4-year-old or a 5-year-old. She kind of likes them at that stage. And so we were kind of just like thinking through. She was like,
She doesn't want a baby. You want a baby.
yeah, she kind of wants them like when they kind of can talk, and I was
Yeah.
like, all yours, you can have them. And then she's like, yeah, and then what do we do at 13? I was like, I don't know. And then Savior Omar came in, he's like, I love 13-year-olds.
You love 13-year-old?
Not necessarily, but I don't want to know this person until a teenager and below. Like, I don't care.
So what worked that whole thing about him not knowing? He
What
definitely
about,
needs to be in the light before he.
7, 8, 9. I feel like that's the hardest age.
Well, see that we'll work at it together.
We'll figure it out. I'm just
That's
saying.
like they're like, oh wait, I'm cute, and then once they know, you're not.
So
cute anymore.
logistically, we were thinking. Now that we think deeper into this whole hypothetical situation,
yeah,
we thought that it'd be best if we definitely spend a lot of time together. So there won't be like you're going to your other parents. There'll be just like you just have two sets of parents.
Yeah.
And we are
And what
on
do
the
you
same
think,
page
like-
all the time. If that makes sense.
yeah. With them interacting with their other kids, do you think that would be weird for them to be like,
Swingers.
oh, you have?
Yeah. Because like it'd be like
Mom's
my
banging
mom, like
dad's
I have two moms.
Dad's mom, mom's banging dad's mom.
Yeah.
We technically we live in different houses.
Everyone's
Yeah,
banging
yeah.
everybody. If I
Yeah.
was a kid at 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
Cool orgy.
13,
That's what you mean.
yeah, I'd be like, yo,
Yeah.
this kid's parents are lit. Like, they're getting going.
But like, who cares?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, but
No,
you
but
gotta
it's
be
hard as a
sensitive to the
kid, yeah.
child.
But
It's hard
as a
for
kid,
kids. The most
from the kid's
impressionable
perspective,
years.
That's fine.
I just think about like there are kids that come from families that they're raised by grandparents, their moms, their uncles, and they're just fine.
That's different though.
Different story.
It's a different story. It's a lot different because I feel like kids
I mean,
are
I
mean
don't
as
think
shit
it's that
now.
different,
Like
but-
look at it. Like if you have like progressive parents that are gay or whatever, they get made fun of all the time, and it's hard as a kid being like having to endure that.
I don't know. I think if you have parents that are good at communicating to you
Yeah.
what it means, and they
No, no,
Like confidence
it
is
helps.
built
No, I'm
up,
not
yeah.
saying that it does, but it's still difficult, regardless
Yeah.
of how much you communicate. It's still going to be hard when it's like people make
And
fun
it's
of you.
gonna be like 2030s at that point, 2032. So
Yeah,
it's like
Yeah, I don't think
society's
it's gonna
changing,
matter.
we shift.
I think
I don't think kids will. I mean, they definitely
get
will
it,
be, but like,
the social
There's so
construct
many
of like what a family looks
options.
like has just been changing and evolving
Yeah.
so much that like, I mean, we're really nutty thinking about this. So I'm not gonna lie, like it's not normal.
I know this is all.
hypothetical
Until it ain't.
until it's not.
Yeah.
Let's be
Yeah,
real.
let's be real. I'm just
The
saying.
moment you slip one past the goalie, like we're in. Remember that thing we talked about?
It's happening.
It's happening.
Yeah.
But I do understand, and I think we all understand it's kind of weird, but I also don't think it's like that far off and like that far out of the realm of possibilities.
Because like back in the day, people like kind of did that. Like you
Yeah.
could ship your kids off for months and months to go live with their aunt, like over the summer, anything. They got away with anything. My mom is of 12, and when the oldest graduated from high school, my grandma took her to Italy, where she's from, for 2 months. My grandfather was on sabbatical. They left They left 10 kids with the second oldest, who was maybe 14 or 15 years old.
Oh my gosh.
And like asked the neighbors to check in from time to time.
Dang.
Like that's how it was back then.
That's insane.
Like today, I know today it's so much harder to get like to be like, because you're not allowed to even like leave them in the car while you go get a pack of cigarettes.
Okay. You don't even smoke.
I know. It's just,
She just tried to make a point. That's funny. I can see Lauren understanding where we're coming from.
It's not that crazy, guys. It's not.
yeah.
Yeah, I really like when I think about it, in my head, honestly, and it's just because I'm so logical and I'm just not thinking with emotion, but it really does make sense to me. Like, it's just easier. Like as a parent and also as a child, like isn't it be so cool? Like at least for me, sometimes like your parents get on your nerves sometimes. You can be like, oh, I'm gonna go next door to Mommy Cora, and then like
If you had 4 parents that were all in, that'd be super cool.
that's what we're saying. That's the whole cool thing. That it'd be awesome to like, and then you think about the cultural aspect of like how
That'd be
much
the coolest part.
opportunity.
yeah,
Yeah,
the
that'd be like
opportunities
that'd be
they'll
the best
have.
part.
Yeah, exactly.
Being
You'd be able to like, and then you'd be able to take them to like 4 different countries,
That's true,
4 different
that's true.
cultures. Like they'd just be so rich with that. And I think to what you were saying, like with them being made fun of as a kid, you're made fun of if you're like a little chubby as
That's
a
a
kid.
good point.
You know?
It's
So
just a good-
Like, it's just another, like,
there's things that
If
like
they have glasses, they're just as.
yeah, like I remember I was called 4 eyes and things like that. But
Do you really?
yeah, for sure. But I was never affected by a lot of those things because to me, like I don't know, maybe it's just my mom instilled this like weird confidence into all of us, but we were just always like, whatever.
I was the same way.
I have 4 eyes,
Yeah. Right over my head.
You only
I was
have
like,
2.
I'm fucking great. What are you talking about?
And in this child's case, you got 4 coaches surrounding this
Exactly.
person to make them the most powerful human being.
I think the only problem you guys will have is with like the law. If something goes south,
Yeah.
there's
who
no
picks up the
precedence
key-
for something
Yeah,
like
like
this.
who signs for the kid?
Great point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So if
legally,
like,
I
you
think.
and have the kid, it's your kid in the eyes of the law. If like you guys get into a fight and they take the kid to friends, you can like
Well,
that's gonna
actually,
be a big
to be honest, this is gonna be really weird. I haven't discussed it with Anne, but I would probably only make Cora and I the parents.
You can't do
I
that.
don't think you can do that.
Not if it's his sperm, you can't.
He
do
would
that.
have. He would have to sign
Yeah.
some papers. I don't think he would sign those.
But what if it's not his sperm? What if I'm not giving the? What if I'm not the one that's pregnant? What if it's?
Oh, then
You know what I'm saying?
if you get a donor, that's totally different.
I mean, I'm sure he's gonna be down for a donor, but I'm saying if
Exactly.
it's biologically not my child or biologically not my egg or his sperm, and let's say it's Cora's egg.
Yeah. In the eyes of the law, unless you guys do
that'll be
like
an
with
interesting
lawyers,
tackle.
lots
That'll be
of
an interesting
paperwork.
tackle.
The person who has
Do you think I will sign over rights to you as to be the parent? Just a tour?
No man.
Dead fine.
I don't think any man would do
It's a
that.
quad parenting situation.
You have to be like,
definitely
you have to have the
do that.
forcing. You have to
But I
have
don't
like
think
a
a lot
legal
of them do
document
that.
saying all 4 of you have equal rights.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we would have to
Like,
do a
that's
separate thing.
Couldn't you do that?
I don't think you can adopt a kid if it already has
Parents,
parents.
yeah.
No, but I think you can legal. There's
Guardian.
people that do it all the time. You can do legal guardian, yeah. So you have legal guardianship for
We can
people.
find a really good lawyer to figure this
Okay,
out.
yeah. Take it to the Supreme
It's
Court.
gonna be 23rd.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen right away.
Change.
Yeah, I'm sure somebody else
This
is
is gonna
already
be
working on
convention
this
by
right
then.
now, and then by the time you guys are
Exactly.
ready,
Yeah.
you'll be like the 5th.
Wait, and you know another thing we're talking about.
Out of 7.5 billion, 5. Hey, but we're way ahead.
Yeah.
But like, think about this kid. He's gonna have like 4 sets of grandparents. Grandparents are freaking
Oh,
awesome.
that's so true. No, you're gonna be raising some spoiled ass kid.
No, because they
No.
only spend minimal time with them.
I know.
With
be
that
killers.
many grandparents? That's 8 grandparents.
No.
No,
You guys
it's,
even
it's
have
an
to
invitation.
We're gonna humble.
We're gonna help.
How?
You ain't shit. No, just kidding.
Look, you suck. Like, you're gonna be bullying your
We're gonna beat the child.
the 8 grandparents.
There's gonna be 4 of us, and we'll take kicks, jabs, uppercuts, and knockouts. Like,
Grandma only likes you because you're a grandchild. You're not even that smart.
yo, it's gonna be like gang mentality. There's 4 of us.
I take it back. This is a horrible idea.
Yo, CPS is gonna look it up on Cadillac and see what's gonna happen.
I don't think that the grandparent thing would be an issue. Because honestly, at one point at the beginning they're gonna think it's so random and weird that they're just gonna be like, oh, okay, cool, there's a kid, like let's hang out with it. But I don't think it'll be.
No,
I don't
whoever's
think
biological grandparents it is, they're gonna be.
Well, we were thinking that we just wouldn't. I was thinking, and we don't want to tell anybody who are the biological parents.
Where are you gonna go while one of you is pregnant?
Well, no, that's what we're thinking.
Are we ever a huge parka for 9 months? We're both gonna wear parka, the other person's gonna wear a fake belly, and we're just gonna walk around the same way. It's gonna be placebo effect.
But this is why we thought of the surrogate
double blind study.
And you two are gonna be the only people in the delivery room. One of you is gonna fake going into labor.
No, it would be the two parents.
Like you're together, and one goes, oh, and the other goes, oh, get us to the hospital.
Pretty much. It'll be the same.
Oh my god. If not, you can just get a surrogate.
How would this child look?
Well,
How do you split the sperm and egg?
well, no. I mean, the four of us will know who the biological parents are, but the grandparents are
You
not.
know what is the cleanest thing? We could just adopt.
I feel like that probably would be the.
I think that would be.
No, that'll be so much harder.
Why?
In the eyes of the law, that would be so much harder.
Why? The two of us can adopt.
You could be fake lesbians.
No, it would
Yeah,
have to
but
be
what
an
about the men?
baby adopted.
And I got no
Yeah,
body.
it's
Yes.
about
Not much
it's about the guys. I mean, if you guys are comfortable with just the two of you having the rights, but the guys want it.
Yeah, the guys would have
Not-
it
I
right.
don't
We'll
think-
discuss,
We'll
and then we'll
discuss.
have a separate legal document.
I
Honestly,
think that would be a lot harder than
I think
just pop a baby.
I don't like a surrogate. I think is the safest way, and we just don't tell other people. The four of us know who the biological parents are. Why do my grandparents need to know?
Only the two of you should know. The more, the messier.
It's a pride thing.
You think
No,
the
it's the more the messier.
Yeah, but
If it's your husband, it's gonna be the parent of
the
the
way to
kid.
do it to keep things balanced and keep the
I
scales in
think
line
the two of you
is
should be the only ones who know.
from your couple you donate sperm and egg. From our couple we donate sperm and egg.
And then we'll
Whichever
see
works.
which one works. Oh, that's a good idea. Look at you, Omar. You're so into this already.
I know.
I'm digging it.
He's bought it.
I don't know. That's
That's so
like a
fast.
weird experiment. What if
Press
you
the
have
brake pedal.
two? What if you have twins?
Then it'd be great.
You get one.
That's double trouble. Like, I guarantee one 13-year-old a good life. I don't guarantee 2 lives.
I have just like this slight feeling that you'll be able to tell
Yeah,
the parents.
I don't think you're the first to say that.
Like one, you think?
Just a little bit.
We definitely know that.
What
for
we
a
need to
fact.
do is each produce a child and then have them have a kid, and that's the kid that we take. He's gonna be the best of all worlds.
Or if we really want to get it done the right way, whatever in the eyes of the law, we each have a kid around the same time, and we become godparents and are super involved in their lives.
Or you just swap.
Or you each have you have a kid, and then 4 years later you have a kid, and then you swipe them out for the
age
thing that you guys
That
like.
is actually
I really freaking love that idea.
Because the first 4 years you're less impressionable. Then it'll be whoever the second 4 will be more impressionable, and I feel like they'll have a bias.
And then we'll always have a kid around.
But that one couple is gonna have it a baby for 8 years.
Yeah.
That's a long time. I mean, people do that. They have 2 kids.
No, but I'm actually with us having kids at the same time and then just raising them really together.
That's what normal people do.
What are you
talking
What are you talking about? I'm talking about so involved that we're neighbors.
People do.
Maternity leave at the same time type of deal. That kid, she'll be carrying the kid at the same time as I'm carrying. It just be so communal.
But now you went from 1 to 2. Now it's 2 kids.
That's a lot of pressure. Pregnancy is a miracle. And it's hard to get pregnant at the
It's
same
hard to time
time.
this stuff.
If it's meant to be, I'll happen.
You have to
do you
spend a
mean?
lot of time together, sync
What do you
your
mean it's
cycles
like a miracle?
first.
Like you
Should we live for a couple
Sometimes
years?
You're not saying it's like Jesus goes
You know what-
Jesus
you know what I'm
works,
saying?
like-
It's
You know when
actually
women live
hard
together
Oh, yeah,
and their
okay.
cycles
Plan
sync
it.
together?
Yeah, it's
Alice and I will get cooped up somewhere and we'll get our cycles to
Exactly.
sync.
And then we're fertile today. Come here.
Have your periods at the
And
same
then
time.
we have
Periods at the same time, and then we'll know,
Yeah, and it's gonna be the sexiest thing when you're both okay, we both have to bang our prospective partners tonight.
I'll go to Costco and get tampons because they sell it in bulk, and I'll make sure each and every one of you is sorted out.
God. I'm not a part of this. This is not.
This was co-signed by Whisky Rosé, y'all.
Yeah. So I'm just saying,
How did we get here?
it is an idea that we've been thinking about for a long time now.
On and off, yeah.
Yeah, on and off. We are definitely in a stage of our lives that where we are pretty fertile now. I mean, we've always been fertile, but like this is the most fertile that we are. So
What do you mean?
it could happen anytime. I'm just saying.
Well, okay, let me see
What's
this
the
differently. This is the age where like all of your peers are like graduating into marriage and into kids, and it's like ominous all the time. And every time I'm on my Facebook timeline, it's another
Someone
person with baby or with wedding bells somewhere. So it's like so we can't help but talk about it.
Right.
So I think it's just like very topical for the moment.
Yes.
I really don't
I get that.
actually think it's gonna happen anytime soon. I personally am not ready for a kid, and she's not either.
Yeah.
And since we're gonna be the mothers, I'm sorry, Alan. If you're ready for a kid, I'm just not ready yet.
So ready.
So
Super
I'm sorry, Omar, too. If you're ready for a
Cool.
kid, just
Omar got years. Omar got years to
Take
hang
your
out.
time.
He's
yeah,
good.
I'm just good. I'm like,
It's crazy how some men and some women even have just the baby bone in their body. And some want kids, and some are like, I'm cool without kids, right? It's just, I don't know if it's nurture, nature, or a combination of both, but
yeah.
it's weird.
And I think it's like, it's interesting that you say that, because we had that conversation, like, I could be good with or without a kid, right? And Alan says it a lot, but then he sees like a baby and then he's cool, but then he sees like a kid and he's like, oh yeah, maybe we should wait. Because the babies are cute.
The babies are cute.
And then you get like an 8-year-old that
And
talks
their
back
food don't
to you.
stink.
Well, up until they start eating real people food, and then
Yeah, that's
poop
like
a human.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
No, don't they start eating real people
We
food at like
talking
6
about
months?
our
No.
babies
They're
every
not
day.
really
That shit stinks.
Shit, right?
Shit is shit. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. This shit
Like,
stinks.
Come on, the asshole, what you doing, bro?
while they're strictly on
On
milk,
breast milk?
on milk that
Oh,
doesn't smell, it smells
I know when I'm testing a baby
Oh, really?
and they have shit itself.
Well,
Like,
it might be on.
it's still not like pleasant to sniff.
Yeah, have you sniffed a lot of baby shit?
It's not fucking pleasant. Like, I
What
don't
do you really do at that
my,
age?
like my little
No, I work for Holy Cross. I work for Children's Fashion. I work at
had
her.
Oh, no,
Change all
I
his diapers, and they didn't smell until he started eating. And I took a maternity class as part of my nutrition training, like maternity during nutrition, before, prior, and after. And yeah, they teach you that it's like yellow, it doesn't smell.
Well, I don't know, because babies that I've changed and only have breast milk, their poop is not yellow.
Is that yellow?
Nope. And it definitely smells. I'm
And
really
they're only
serious.
on breast milk?
Yes.
Breast
Like,
milk, what is it, brown as bark?
I mean, yeah, it's like
Wow.
people poop, like for sure.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
But it's
Even-
loose,
They're
right?
getting fed other things.
I mean,
I know there has
no,
to be.
not
That's something like powerful
like
titty milk.
people that are only breastfeeding. I know people that are only breastfeeding, and their kids' poop is not yellow. And it definitely smells like poop. I
Maybe
mean,
it's their own nutrition. You don't know. Maybe it's that.
yeah, and
Maybe it's the mom's nutrition.
that could be.
I've seen it. It's.
True.
I haven't seen like turds.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's like more liquid, but it's like a mix. I don't know.
It's not
It's still,
yellow though,
it's
right?
still shit. It still smells like, I don't know. Like,
We changed into poop now.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
how kind of we started the conversation on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Kind of
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that's
liquidy poop is basically just pee.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
Anyways, let's not bring those memories back. I'm still embarrassed about those
Melissa's not
moments.
gonna piss herself this year. That's her resolution.
No, I
He
can't
did
make that
grapes.
resolution.
He did grapes.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about what your New Year's resolution is and what your
That's a good question.
New Year's resolution is.
Good.
It's a great question. And I'm not sure if I have resolutions per se just yet. I'm still
Goals,
contemplating.
dreams,
Sorry?
goals, dreams.
Exactly. I think some goals. I want to buy 2 properties this year.
Oh,
Yeah.
do you already know which ones?
No, I just know one might be in Washington, one might be in New York, or 2 in Washington.
Rental properties or?
Yeah, I want to do that.
That's cool.
Yeah, so that could be in play. And then the company I started describing, I want to grow that company badly.
Yeah.
And then there's other things, right? More. I'm just trying to think through those.
What about you, Cora?
Well, we did talk about 6-pack abs in 2019. So that's definitely a thing.
Yeah.
Trying to get a skill, like something that I can work at, that I can see it myself complete. So not necessarily like something that you always continuously get better at, but something that I can start and finish within the year. You mentioned a split. That was a good one. I'm trying to think something a little bit, different than you.
Handstand?
Pull up.
But y'all
Can you
gonna
do a pull up?
be
I can do
together.
a half pull up.
What about 5 pull-ups? That should be your goal.
That's impossible.
I don't.
Don't set impossible.
You can do
goals.
5 pull-ups.
5 this grip or that grip? This grip, yeah.
Well, that's a chip.
I worked on my
It's a
pull-ups
chin
a
up,
lot
pull-up.
last year for Tough Mudder, so I could get
I think you
there.
can do it.
You could definitely do pull-ups. It's
She's
all
a
I
about
feel like I'd get there
practice.
really soon though. I need something that will take me a really long time, not to sound overconfident, but I need to work on it for a
Stretch
whole
goal.
year. Yeah,
What about a backflip?
that'd be cool.
That's what I said.
Oh, you said backflip already?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's good to say it again.
Oh.
Backflip. So I'll take more ideas, but I'm trying to think of like a really good one. And then I just got a job, so just like
A new job because you
Yeah.
weren't unemployed.
Yeah, I was unemployed. I got
Are
a
you
new
into
job.
running? Maybe you could like have a marathon.
No, I am
No, she's
against
not running.
running.
You're anti-running?
Yeah. I don't do it.
She laughs at me every time I say I want to go running.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Do you approve it?
At all.
What?
The only
Come on.
thing closest
Or do you need
the
a mother
closest
to
thing
be a
I've gone
runner?
to running.
I'm good with her not running. She's pretty healthy.
Mudder.
Tough
I probably drink more alcohol than Cora does.
Don't you have to run
In all
12
reality.
miles?
Yeah, you do, but it's like obstacles in
Wait,
between.
It'll follow her.
Alright, so it's definitely time to cut this show a little shorter because we've talked a lot about a little bit of everything. But shout out to Chef's Table. I'm sorry that not everybody appreciates you as much as I do. Just saying.
I'll give it a try. I haven't watched it yet.
Well, don't look at it for like the entertainment source. Just look at it for like the fact
I'll
that
go
you
in
listen.
with zero expectations.
There you go. That's the best. Anyways, thank you, Cora, for joining us. I know you weren't expecting to be
Yeah.
on this. Now you're here.
Now I'm here.
And Omar, thank you so much for coming. We really appreciate it. It was great having conversations with you, and I really hope you start your blog and send us your link so we can post it on our YouTube channel, on our Instagram, and just size the Costco blog up.
I can't wait to
appreciate
learn
it.
more about Costco.
You
Might
will.
actually encourage me.
To get a membership.
Yeah.
You know, you should go to Costco and just tell them you're gonna mention them in your blog, and they might give you a sponsorship. I'm just saying you're there enough.
True.
Man, Costco, give us a
Star
sponsorship.
status.
Hey,
Hey, Costco, we drink wine, and you guys make
Costco
wine.
sells wine.
Yeah, 100%.
Only in
Sell it and
Virginia.
manufacture.
Maryland wins that sell liquor.
I thought DC sells
DC, Virginia. not Maryland.
I don't think West Virginia has Costco.
Yeah.
You guys
That was their first
ain't as
mistake.
cool as us.
We have a beer and wine in every grocery store.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. Next time we need beer and wine, we'll go more time.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you guys all for joining us, and
Make sure you like and subscribe our videos and
follow us on Instagram. I don't know if Omar is your Instagram private. Would you like more followers or no?
What is my Instagram name?
I don't know. Something Omar Shafi.
Yeah, it's Oshafi86 or Omar Shafi86.
Okay. Well, try
Look 'em up.
Oh Shafi 86 or Omar Shafi.
Oshafi86. Go with that first.
Let him know if you can't find him.
If you
He'll
can't
send
find
you a personalized message afterwards.
And if you started following him because of the podcast, let him know so he can send you. We can all send you a
Good idea.
thank you. Thank you, Cora, for coming from California to join us.
Yeah.
She was actually already here, but you know.
Let's pretend I flew here.
California.
All right, guys. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Bye.